Greetings fellow simmer and welcome to the reaction review with me GripperSim. This Friday we're looking at Microsoft 2020 Developer Update April 16th. The alpha build 1.2.10 has been released and the Airbus A320neo is now released for testing on the alpha. But this week they've announced that the 747 will be released in the next alpha build. So those of you who are for the alpha, happy days. There's not a lot in this update, so I'll keep it short and sweet. So what have they said? Well, they say here's an update on the current postponed deliverables. Mid-April, Partnership Series update will be released. Early May, Episode 8 IF4 will be released. That's been pushed back a bit, obviously. On upcoming alpha releases, they say the alpha update build 1.2.12, don't ask me why they've jumped a few points, is final testing preparing for release. Target release date within 7 days. So that makes it about the 23rd of this month. They'll have SDK bug fixes, ATC bug fixes, experimental tech for community feedback, neutral TTS solution, and full build notes to be posted upon release. And here's the bit on the 747 on the alpha. Alpha update build 1.3.0 in testing, finalising release window, targeting end of April. Boeing 747 ready for first round of community testing feedback. Bug fixes, build notes to be posted upon release. So on that build, at the end of April, that's what they're targeting for, you'll have the 747 for you lucky alpha testers. Speaking of lucky alpha testers, wouldn't it be great if Microsoft did a PR thing where they said, look, we know everybody's sitting at home and you're all fans, so I think we're going to release it to a great deal of people. Because guys, can you imagine, everybody's sitting at home, bored out of their tits, and they really want to get something, you know, to get their teeth into. So I'm going to say that to Microsoft. Come on, do a bit of PR stunt and give the lads the alpha, will you? For the love of God. Anyway, here's what they say about the alpha invitations. After a brief pause to focus on releasing the alpha 1.2.10 build, the team is back working on the alpha participation assessment. 1. Ensure that everyone that has received acceptance email has access to the alpha. Status nearing completion. 2. Access alpha participation options for adding more people as quickly as possible. Prioritise access for those who have registered early for pre-release build testing. Status ongoing. So hopefully guys, you'll get the alpha. And you know what? I don't know if Microsoft watches this video, but guys, a PR stunt to really expand that alpha would be a really good time and a great thing to do. So I'm just saying that for my subscribers and you guys who are watching the channel all the time. Speaking of people watching the channel all the time, it's great and thank you very much for your comments. Now, I do get an awful lot of people who comment, which is great, and remember the comments aren't just for me, they're for you guys to have conversations with each other as well. Now, I do my best to reply to all the comments, but there's quite a lot of them. And usually what I do is if I finish a video at about 2 o'clock during the day, I spend about 3 or 4 hours replying to them all, and I can't get to them all, but do remember they are very, very important, and thank you so much. Now, subscribing, a lot of people I think are under the impression that once you subscribe you'll get harassed, you'll get emails and notifications and hassle. You do not get harassed at all. Let me show you, for those of you who don't know how it works in YouTube, how subscribing actually works. When you subscribe on a YouTube channel, all it does is it puts it over here on your subscriptions list. So if you kind of like a channel and you want to go back and see what they're up to, you can just click on the subscriptions button and all your channels are there. It's like a TV set, you know, we can change all your channels. Now, if you want notifications, however, you can click the bell and it'll give you a notification on your phone or on your computer every time a new video is released. But you can switch it off. So off, none, and you're not harassed at all. Some people, however, thankfully want to support the channel, and that's what the join button there is for. Now, what that does is it gives you a few perks, and you can choose any grade you want, and they take a subscription for you so you can support the channel fiscally, and that's just open to anyone who chooses to do it. And actually 5 people are members, and guys, thank you very much for joining the channel. Now, so there's my plug for looking for subscribers, because I do notice that most of people who put the comments in aren't subscribers, which is fine, but I'm going, why aren't they subscribing? Was there something wrong or what? And apparently YouTube says, well, you got to tell them that it's okay to subscribe and they won't get harassed if they subscribe. So there you go. But don't worry, if you don't subscribe, nothing will change. Well, actually, no, that's not the truth. Yes, things will change, because when Microsoft 2020 comes out, or hopefully they'll have a public beta, please God, they'll have a public beta, and I will have a plethora of footage and videos and content for tutorials, funny videos, eye candy videos, reviews on new aircraft that's coming out. There'll be a lot of content on this channel for Microsoft 2020, so stay tuned. And that's another reason to subscribe. Okay, sorry, enough of that. Okay, pictures. They have shown some pictures in the latest update, and those pictures were taken from SimTom112. Now, they do go on to say how they appreciate his brilliant photography. Can you believe we're doing photography in a flight simulator? I mean, considering most of us on this channel started with wireframe graphics. I mean, it's bizarre what they're doing. It's absolutely incredible, the guys in Microsoft. And actually, it's not, well, it's a Sobo, really. The guys, you know, they're quite clever, really, aren't they? They're geniuses, I have to say. So I have to say, this picture is particularly good. I like the sunsets. This one's interesting because they're all taking off for the tailwind. Of course, that's how I see it. But that's obviously multiplayer. A whole lot of guys taking off. This is the Airbus A320. Looking brilliant. And we're going to see some pictures now, hopefully, of the 747 at the end of the month. Absolutely fantastic pictures. Really good. Now, the best one is coming up, I feel. And this, I was astonished with this one. This is the part of the cockpit of the A320. Now, I thought that was a real picture until I saw the watermark in the back. I mean, the cockpits are incredible. Hats off to the guys at Microsoft. I hope we're all keeping well and you're not pulling your hair out while you're indoors all the time, especially those of you who are in apartments and especially those of you who haven't got the Offie yet. But hopefully there's luck coming up. Hopefully soon you'll get it. Not a lot of news on this update, so I thought I would not waste your time and cut it short.